right, Coach, if you could start us off with some opening comments.
First of all, you'd like to congratulate, Washington, on a tremendous year, and of course, a tremendous, weekend here. We feel fortunate, but I'm very proud, sitting here very proud, these guys that, played so hard all year long and have won all different types of games, and we had to do that this weekend. And, of course, I thought Sam was terrific. Unfortunately, we didn't catch a few balls early and put them in a hole, and he gave up a couple unearned runs, but got us deep enough. And then of course Scott, you don't see it much. The guy comes in, kind of squelches a rally that they had going, and then sits for about an hour and a half, and then comes back and then finishes the game. And of course, not just a huge hit by Sykes, but tremendous tournament. So, very, very proud of this team.
All right, we'll take questions for the players first.
Scott, how did you do that?
Do what?
What you just did, how did you do that?
The Lord. It wasn't my strength, it was His, but that was a lot of fun, something that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Did you ever think, during the course of your career, that you would be in that moment, be the guy getting the last out in a regional championship game?
I don't know if I thought I would, but I'd always dreamed of it, You always, when you're a little kid coming to these games, I came to the 09 regional, and I saw these guys play, and it was always a dream of mine to play here, and to get the last out to win a regional, man, is more than I could ask for.
Scott, how difficult was it to sit and then warm up again and come back?
It wasn't that bad. Josh Porter, our trainer, did an awesome job. He had a heat pad on me. He was with me the whole time, stretching me, talking me through it, and it really wasn't that bad.
How tired did you get, Scott, towards the end of your outing?
I fatigued a little bit. The last inning, I caught a cramp in my calf, and we have a running joke on the team. Last year, when we were playing Vanderbilt, I had to get water in the middle of an inning, so I had to do it again, and they were all laughing at me, joking with me. But yeah, I fatigued a little bit, but I tried to push through it and block it out.
Sykes, did you get water before your hit there at the end?
Yeah, I think I did, yeah.
Could you talk about that at bat, please?
I knew they're coming in. Coach Godwin told me, big right-hander guy to come out with fastball. So, I wanted to. I wasn't gonna try to drive something. I wasn't gonna try to get the game going. And he threw some over the play and kind of rolled over it, but it just squeaked down the line. And then, I guess it's gonna be a better time for my first triple of the year.
Career?
No, I got one last year. Something has to happen for me to get a triple.
You've had so many big hits this regional. Did something click this week, or how did you get so locked in?
No, not really. It just it's crunch time, man. It's winter go home, so everybody was out here. Scott came out locked in on the mound. Defensively we were locked in. Everybody was just locked in, ready to go. This is a time that all our hard work we've been putting in. This is when we get to show it off. So I think everybody's locked in. But for me, nothing really changed much. Just go out there, stay confident in my approach, and just try to put good swings off.
Scott, when did you feel comfortable where you could be mattered to this team? Didn't do all that much in the first half of the season, but where do you think you got to how you can really help this team from this point now?
The outing that I remember turning my season around a little bit was when we were at Alabama. It was a Friday night. Chris Ellis had gotten hit a little bit, and then I had come in. I came in for 3 innings, I think, and I think that might have been the turning point, as far as my season goes.
Any other questions for the players? All right, gentlemen. We'll take questions for Coach now.
Mike, can you talk about the decision to bring Scott back and how you approached that?
Well, I thought if anybody could do it, certainly Scott could do it. And he'd only thrown 10 pitches, and he wasn't in the bullpen very long before he came into the game. So we kind of asked him as the delay went on, how he felt. And he's right. He was with Josh and put heat on his arm, played catch, and of course, I think another thing that helped is, we talked about last night that he was rested. It wasn't like he was used already. It wasn't like he got up, any of the first 2 days. And so, certainly once he got out there, he pitched like he's pitched, the whole year. He's terrific. Just a guy that's filling up the strike zone with, 3 different pitches, and can make it look very easy at times. And certainly at the end, you're wondering, how far can he go? but he just seems to always reach back and pull another pitch out and get out of the jam. But that probably would have been his last inning. But he was terrific today.
How much of the fans act as the 10th man this week?
They've been unbelievable, but I told the players in our meeting that I haven't seen them like this since '09. That Monday winner-take-all game when Pomerantz struck out the 16 guys against Western Kentucky, where you could feel the fans on the field. You could feel the fans in the dugout. You could feel the energy. You could every time a pitch was made, not just a play or a hit, but every time, especially there at not just the last inning, but the last few innings you watch Scott, the fans know it. So we're fortunate, we're fortunate that we got such a great fan base that cares so much about baseball. We're fortunate we got an administration, here at Ole Miss that cares so much about baseball, and it's a special place, especially in June.
Your thoughts on Sam's outing early? Just Sam Smith?
Like I said, in the opening comment, he was terrific and certainly deserved a little better fate. But that's kind of been his year, hadn't it? I mean, where he's pitched so well at times and not gotten wins. But it was really he gave us everything he had and gave us really what we needed to get to that point. Unfortunately, we weren't able to score a few more runs, or unfortunately, for him, we weren't able to. He missed the bunt, and then we made the error, and I guess both of them were unearned. I guess, is that right? Yes. But he was terrific, and got us to the bullpen that was so rested. And I thought that was a huge part of the game.
Coach, kind of lost with Sykes' big hit is Colby's night. Just talk about him getting you off to a good start.
Yeah, and they asked me whatever in the in-game interview. Why Colby Bortles, and of course, they don't know that, but you guys that have been following us know how well he swung the last couple weeks, and I don't know what his batting average is from that Arkansas State last weekend, but it's got to be over 500. And knowing that they were going to start a left-hander, we've been going with Bell, but Bortles has swung it so well that decided to go with him today, and he's just getting a lot of great swings off, and it's neat. It's neat to watch these young guys like J.B. Woodman and Bortles and Errol, and Doolin gets in. The first game gets a base hit, and Bell's played, and a lot of young guys mixed in with a lot of these great veterans.
Coach, you talked again about the toughness of your team, because you had to grind out 2 games against a really good quality Pac-12 team.
And I think that's what our league, the Southeastern Conference, prepares you for. We've been in a lot of these games, a lot of tight games, and sometimes it doesn't go your way. But this team is weathered. This team is certainly tournament tested, and a team that believes that they're always in it. That they're never out of the fight. And so we're fortunate. Last couple of games, we made some plays, made some pitches, and won a couple close games.